Good morning, students. How are you all? So here we are going to discuss about some topics of biology. Okay. So before starting anything, you all have to aware about that biology is basically contain two divisions. One is botany and another one is zoology. Then what is botany? Botany is study of plants, and zoology, that is the branch of biology in which we are dealing with the study of animals. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about some topics of zoology. Okay, if anyone will ask like how many systems our body is having, हमारी body में total कितने systems होते हैं? So before knowing this, you have to be aware about like our body is made up of cell. What is cell? Cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of life. Okay, and as you all have studied in your class 9, 10, when cells will get aggregate together, they will give rise to tissue. Tissues will give rise to organ. From organ systems will form. And organ systems finally give rise to an organism. And here we are going to discuss like how many organ systems a human body is having. So all total around 10 systems are there in a human body. Okay, so you can also like know just by touching your body. First, by touching your eyes. Eyes are related with our nervous system because all the sense organs are related with our nervous system. Second system in our body is that is related with the nose, that is called respiratory system. Third is called related with the mouth, that is digestive system. Fourth system is circulatory system. And under circulatory system, two systems are there. One is blood vascular system, second is lymphatic system. Then if we talk about fifth system, then that is reproductive system. Sixth one is muscular. Seventh one is skeletal system. Eighth one is our skin. Okay, it is related to the epidermal, you can say. Ninth one is excretory system, or this epidermal is also called as integumentary. Tenth system, that is related with the distribution of hormones, that is called endocrine system. So these all are the systems that are present in our human body. That's why we are so called organism, because we are not having only cell, we are having sets of cells, because when cells will get combined together they will give rise to tissue. From tissue organ system will form, and then after from organ system organism will form, and we are complete organism. So we are having a plenty of organ systems in our body. Out of these, major organ systems are these: nervous system, respiratory system, digestive system, circulatory, reproductive, muscular system, skeletal system, epidermal or integumentary system, excretory and endocrine system. Here I am going to discuss about, suppose say I am going to start with the skeletal system. So skeleton, what is skeleton? So as you all are aware about skeleton is the framework of the body. Okay, it provides a framework to the body. When we talk about skeleton, then you all are aware about like how many bones are there in our body. All total 200 6 bones are there in our body. Okay, and skeletal system is made up of two things. One is called bones, another is called cartilage. If anyone will ask, like, you are able to count your 206 bones, then yes, you can say like these 206 bones are divided again into only two systems, or you can say two kind of skeleton. One skeleton is called axial skeleton, and second one is called appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton will be made up of 80 bones, and appendicular skeleton will be made up of total 126 bones. Okay, so 126 and 80. When we'll add these, then we'll get 206. So here we are going to start with the axial skeleton. Axial skeleton is having how many bones? 80 bones. So in 80 bones, first our head region will come, that this one, that is called as skull. And skull contains two kinds. Skull bones are divided into two parts. One comes under cranium, another are facial. So cranium region is containing 8 bones, whereas facial region contains 14 bones. So all total 22 bones are there. Then second are ear ossicles. 3 ear ossicles are there in both the ears. One is malleus, incus, and stapes. Malleus is called as hammer also. Incus is also called as anvil, and it is also called as stirrup. Okay, so all total 3 in a single ear. That means in both the ear, how many bones are there all total? Total 6 bones are there. So 14 plus 8, 22, 22 plus 6, 28 bones. Then after, one bone is, that is hyoid. It is present at the base of buccal cavity. After that, hyoid, one sternum is there, that is also called as breastbone. After that, ribs are there in human body. There are 12 pair of ribs, and these are divided into 3 types: true ribs, false ribs, and floating ribs. True ribs are 7 pair in number. These are 3 pair in number, and this is 2 pair in number. So all total 24. So how many bones we have calculated till now? 14 plus 8, 22, 22 plus 8, 28, 28 and 1, 29, 29 and 1, 30, 30 and 24, 54. So 26 bones are left that are comes under our vertebral column behind. Okay, and it is made up of so many vertebrae. The first vertebrae is called as, first one is called atlas, while last one is called axis. And here vertebrae are of 5 types. How many kind of vertebrae are there? 5 types. First one, cervical, then in chest region, that are thoracic, then lumbar, then sacrum, and then coccygeal. Okay, cervical number is 7, thoracic are 12 in number, these are 5 in number, this is 1 and this is 1. So all total 26. So now you can calculate 14 plus 8, 22, 22 plus 6, 28, 29 and 30, 30 and 24, 54 and 54 plus 26 is equal to 80. So now we are clear with the axial skeleton. Our next part is appendicular skeleton, that is made up of how many bones? All total 126 bones. 126 bones are total divided into three parts. One comes under girdles, that are of two types, pectoral and pelvic. This is also called as hip girdle and this is also called as shoulder girdle. Okay, it is made up of two bones, clavicle and scapula. Okay, so all total, if two pectoral girdles are there, then how many clavicle and scapula? So all total 4. Pelvic girdle is made up of all total 2 bones. Then after, if I discuss about the limbs, there are 2 limbs. These are called as forelimbs and our legs are called as hind limb. So if we discuss about forelimb, that are our hands, it contains, first is humerus is there. This is called humerus. After that 2 bones are there, that are called radius and ulna respectively. After ulna, here are some carpals. After carpals, these are regions from here to here. These are called metacarpals. And after metacarpal, these which help in holding anything, that are called as phalanges. So if we are discussing about its number, then humerus is 1 in number, as you are able to check it. Radius is 1, ulna is also 1, carpals are 8, metacarpals are 5, whereas phalanges are 14. So how many bones are there in our single hand? Total 30. Now you can calculate. 1 plus 1 2 plus 3 3 plus 8 11 11 plus 5 16 and 16 plus 14 30. So if in our one limb 30 bones are there, in both the limbs how many bones are there? All total 60. So 30 in a single limb plus 30 in another limb, so total 60. 60 plus 4 64, 64 plus 2 66. 66 bones are there. That means now we are going to discuss with hind limb. Hind limb, that are called as our legs. Legs also contain, a single leg is containing 30 bones. So both the legs contain 60 bones. So if we are discussing about the limbs of hind region, then first is called femur. So you all are aware about femur, that is the longest bone of our body and it is the, you can say, strongest bone of our body also. So femur. After that femur, there is a region that is called patella. This is also 1. After that, tibia and fibula are there. These are also 1 and 1 in number. Then here carpals are there. So in case of leg, tarsals are there. Here metacarpals are there. So in correlation, metatarsals are there. And here phalanges, so here phalanges, same. Phalanges are there. Then after, tarsals are 7 in number, metatarsals are 5 in number and phalanges are 14 in number. Now we can calculate it also. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that are 4, 4 plus 7, 11, 11 plus 5, 16 and 14, 30. So all total how many bones are there in our one hind limb? 30. So 30 plus 30 is equal to 60 again. So now we can calculate 60 plus 60 is equal to 120, 120 plus 2, 122 and 122 plus 4 is 126. So as we have discussed, in appendicular 126 bones are there. Now we can discuss in general about nervous system. Nervous system basically contains 5 sense organs: eyes, ear, nose, tongue and skin. And the unit of nervous system is called as neuron. That we will discuss later. Respiratory system, you all are aware about. Nowadays a pandemic is going on, that is corona. In that, like a patient who is suffering with the COVID is not be able to breathe properly because the COVID or coronavirus will attack over its lungs. Okay, so our respiratory system is concerned with the inhalation or exhalation or breathing, etc. Digestive system from mouth till anus. We are having an alimentary canal. Alimentary canal made up of so many parts like mouth region is there, then buccal cavity, then pharynx, then esophagus, then stomach, then small intestine, large intestine, and finally anus. After that, if we talk about circulatory system, then you all are aware about circulatory system is contain of two systems, blood vascular and lymphatic system. Blood system, if we talk about blood system, then we are containing a red color blood in our body or red colored fluid that is called as blood. This fluid is responsible for so many functions in our body. The first function, the major function is the heat regulation, you can say thermoregulation, the distribution of food all around the body, then distribution of hormone, distribution of medicines, distribution of vaccine that we are taking. Usually we are injecting the vaccine, not all the time we are taking vaccine orally, except in few cases like in OPV, oral polio vaccine that you all have taken. Then after if we talk about reproductive system, then reproductive system is a major system of human body. In case of human male, testes are there. In case of human female, ovaries are there. That are the major organs for the production of gametes. Then after muscular system, so you all are aware about the muscles. We are having muscles. Okay, so muscles are classified into basically three types. One are striated, unstriated, and cardiac muscles. Striated muscles are those which can be regulated by us, which can be controlled by us. Unstriated muscles are those which cannot be controlled by us, and cardiac muscles are those which are present in exclusively in our heart. Next, if we talk about the skeletal system, then we have discussed a lot about the skeletal system. Then integumentary system, our skin is there. Skin is a primary barrier that help in protecting our body from any kind of disease causing agent. Excretory system, basically it is related with the removal of the harmful material from our body in the form of like urea, ammonia and uric acid. Not like in our case, we are releasing ammonia or urea. Okay, then after, so we are basically called as ureotelic. Animals which are releasing uric acid are called as uricotelic, whereas the organism which is releasing ammonia are called as ammonotelic. Then after endocrine system, you all are aware about endocrine system. If this system will not work properly, then we are having so many problems, so many kind of diseases. There are so many endocrine glands in our body, like pituitary gland, thyroid gland in the neck region, thymus, spleen, pancreas, adrenal gland, and so on. Thank you.